Hey guys, welcome back to another eating show. Jose is with us today, and today is a very special video. We are celebrating our 10K subscribers. We finally reached it. That was my goal to reach in 1 year, and we did it exactly in 1 year. I hit 10,000 on my anniversary. So thank you guys so much to everybody who has subscribed, all of the new subscribers, everybody who's been here since day one. You guys really mean a lot to me. We wouldn't be here without you. So today we are celebrating we're celebrating with a seafood feast. So we have New Zealand green lip mussels, crab legs, some Sriracha shrimp, clam strips, fried clam strips, and then some coconut shrimp. And then here we have some sauces. And then over here is the broth from these. And then we're drinking some Moscato. What is it? Moscato. Stella Rosa Moscato wine. It's really good. All right, and we're also going to be doing a Q&A. So let's eat a little bit, and then we'll answer your guys' questions. So what I did was I took butter and crushed a can of crushed tomatoes with garlic and onion. And then I let that boil a little bit, threw the clams in, let it steam for a little bit. And I threw some red pepper flakes and some Parmesan, shredded Parmesan. And I think that's it. And then I topped it with some green onions. So, and then this is just the broth. I didn't want to waste it. Let's try this.
There's something else.
It's really good. Tomatoey, salty, spicy from the red pepper.
And they're not chewy at all.
Oh, you haven't had these either, huh? Really good. Are these good? I haven't had these.
Nope.
Try them in some marinara. So these shrimp, these are the extra colossal, and what I did was I rinsed them off. They still have the shell on. I tossed them in a little bit of flour to get all the, dry them up a little bit. I let them drain, and then I tossed them in a little bit of flour, and I seasoned the flour with paprika, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and I think that's it. And then I fried them in a little bit of avocado oil, and then I let them crisp up a little bit, and then when they were halfway done, I added some butter, a half of a lemon, and some Sriracha, and then let them finish cooking in that. Are they good?
No, they're not. Don't try them. Don't have any. They're bad.
I thought you were serious.
I am.
So, this is what they look like. He says that when he doesn't want anybody else to eat it because it's good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like tangy, spicy, juicy, plump. Oh, it's good.
This is really good. I should make a video showing you guys how I made these. These are so good. You don't need any sauce with these.
Oh, well, this is my kind of meal right here.
All seafood?
Oh, yeah. Tartar sauce?
Everything except for the garlic lemon butter is from bottles. So I made this and this. I was gonna do Bee Loves, but I figured I'd keep it simple.
Simple's good.
Because Bee Love sauce has a bunch of stuff in it.
Alright, now for the good stuff. Just say.
Let me try one of these. These are just packaged. I just need to bite the bullet, but let's see these. They were much bigger from the package, but they shrunk. Using your teeth. Is it good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's up?
I was gonna eat the whole thing.
Hey now. Almost lost a finger there.
They're kind of sweet.
Mmm.
It's sweet, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay. I'm gonna have a couple more bites and then we'll get into the questions. These are really good.
Yeah.
This is like an Italian style. If you guys seen my seafood pasta video, it's sort of the same, about the same way that I cooked it. Only I added pasta to it. Jose likes eating his mussels in like a light tomato-based sauce.
Yeah.
We've just never had them. We've never had these kind. Let me try these. These shrimps came with the sweet chili sauce in the packet, but I kept those in the freezer because I have my own bottle.
Well, before I forget to mention it, congratulations on your goal.
Thank you, babe.
On meeting your goal. You stuck with it.
I did. And I really enjoy it. Okay. Ready for some questions?
Sure.
I warned him this time. This question is from Ivana D. How did you get into making videos on YouTube and these type of videos? I love watching them. I'm so glad you like watching them. So I was watching mukbang videos for a couple years. And when I first found mukbangs, I was kind of like weirded out. But they would always pop up on my recommendations. And slowly I started getting into them. I started learning new recipes from people, started trying new things. And then I quit my job back in September 2017. And October 1st I was unemployed. I was home for about a week and my kids go to school. I didn't have anything to do. And I always had wanted to make a YouTube channel. I used to have a YouTube channel. Actually, Sophia now uses my YouTube channel that I used to use back then. She just changed the name and everything. But I used to make videos like hauls and makeup videos back in 2007, 2006, 2007. And I deleted all of them. I had kids, life got in the way. But yeah, I think just because I was home, I watched a lot of mukbang videos and I'm like, I can do that too, you know. I need somebody to eat lunch with. I didn't have anybody to eat lunch with. So yeah, I decided to eat lunch with you guys. This is from Blessed Alicia. What makes your marriage strong? And what does Jose think of you doing YouTube? What was his first reaction? Okay, so what makes our marriage strong? Try the tartar sauce. I think just communication. We've had our ups and downs. I'm not saying our marriage is perfect, but we're a lot better today than we were 15 years ago. Even 10 years ago, maybe. We've had our ups and downs. We've had our struggles together. And I think just being honest and having an open communication, communicating our feelings with each other. You have anything to add?
Yeah, just having respect for one another. Just little things.
It's more than one thing, but I think communication, respect, trust, and honesty are like major. And also sticking with it. You know, I see couples that the very first fight they get into, they're just broken up, don't want to have anything to do with each other, and that's it. When you're in a marriage and in a committed relationship, you have to work through those problems in order to become stronger, to come out stronger as a couple. So just, you know, having the perseverance to stick with it if you really love each other. But then you also have to recognize that, I mean, this might go a little bit off topic, but if you're trying and you're getting nowhere, maybe you're falling behind, you're worse off than you were before, maybe it's time to end that relationship. What does Jose think of you doing YouTube? And what was your first reaction? I'm gonna have another one. Sure.
Those are good.
These are so good.
What do I think of you doing YouTube is, you know, I'm supportive of it, obviously. And, what did I think of it? I was weirded out.
Like, people really watch you?
Like, people actually watch videos or even film videos of just eating. I thought it was like the strangest thing ever. So, that's what I thought of it. Strange.
But you were really supportive. Delphina Morris, how did you meet and how long have you been married? We actually have a video on how we met. It's the sushi video. I'll link it somewhere. I don't know which side it is, but I will link it. But on the story and everything. But we met at the bus stop in high school. We went to the same school, and we've been married for 2.5 years. About 2.5 years. We met each other back in 2002, so we've been together for a long time. Many, many years.
Yep.
From AA 1702. My question is, what is your dream vacation to go on with your husband? By the way, I love you so much and your videos. Keep doing you, girl. Thank you so much. I love you too. So our dream vacation to go on with you. I've always wanted to go to Bora Bora. I know it's kind of like everybody wants to go there. But I think it'd be really cool to be on the hut, and they have it's like over the water so you can see down into the water. Someplace in Zadok like that, but specifically Bora Bora. What about you? What would be your dream vacation? There's this, you want some of this sauce for it?
I'll try it.
You can kind of taste the cheese in it. Makes it more. It's good, huh?
That's good.
Put it over here. I should have had it over there to begin with.
Dream vacation would be probably like New Zealand.
Where we get these beautiful. What are these? Mussels?
Mussels.
I was thinking clams and I was thinking oysters. Do you guys like oysters?
I do.
I like the little ones. Which ones are those? Do they have a name?
I don't know. I think they're the
little.
Pacific,
I can't eat the big ones.
The Pacific oysters. I think they're Pacific.
Question is from KC. What is the best thing you get from being a mom? So the best thing I get from being a mom is I just love seeing them grow up and watching them mature it just gives you a whole new perspective on life once you become a mom, because before you have a kid, you're like all about yourself, or your husband or your partner. It's just you two. And then when you have a kid, like all of you become second. So your child comes first. Your children come first. Once you have kids, you have to think about them, because their life is essentially in your hands and they depend on you. So I like that they depend on me, and it's going to be a sad day when they don't need me anymore. Like, I can already see them. They're 10 and 11, and they're starting to become so independent. And I've raised them to be like that because I want them to be high functioning, good citizens and adults, and be able to do things on their own. So it's going to be a sad day when they don't they don't need me anymore. What about you for being a dad? What's the best thing you get from being a dad?
What do I get is
Yeah.
just watching them grow up, learning how to read, how to walk. Those are just really joyful moments that are priceless.
Milestones.
Yeah. So.
Watching them learn new things.
Yeah.
What are your favorite activities to do as a family?
Camping.
Yeah, we like to camp. We go hiking a lot when it's nice weather.
Road trips. We enjoy those.
Yeah. Going to fairs, which we don't always do those things. So when we do get to do them, it's just 10 times better. We take advantage of it. We put everything into it, It's not just because I would hate to take the kids somewhere and then have them be bored of it, because it's something we do all the time, like multiple times a year, So, what's something Jose does that you love, and vice versa? I love that he's so supportive in whatever I do. Whatever I choose to do, whatever I want to be, he's supportive. He's like, okay, I wish I could do the same, because I know sometimes he wants to do things and I'm just like, scared. I'm like, no, you can't do that. What, so I love that he does that for me. What about you?
What do you hate?
She didn't ask that.
Vice versa? Vice versa, me.
And she didn't ask that, okay?
What is it that I like about you?
What is something that I do that you love? I mean, I guess it could be anything. I mean, there's multiple things.
Because there's a lot.
Like, I love it when you bring me flowers and stuff. And chocolate.
I love that she keeps our finances straight. If it wasn't for her, I'd be a mess.
I'm like A+ at budgeting.
I would just buy, and then... Oh, I owe you money? Why didn't you say so? Yeah, I like that she's great at budgeting and financing, so she keeps the boat floating.
Who's the moodiest one between you and Jose?
That's an easy one.
That's me. I can get very moody. Sometimes I do it on purpose, though, just to get a reaction out of him. I'll say stupid stuff just to get a reaction out of him. But then again, he does the same thing to me. But I would say I'm more moody. I think it's just like a woman thing. Any comments?
No comment.
Is there anything you want to try in the bedroom that you haven't told him? Oh.
Whoa.
Well.
There's kids watching.
There is. Probably. Well, The majority of my viewers are between the ages of 18 and 32 or something. We can keep it like PG-13. I don't know. We're kind of vanilla. Sometimes, I mean. Our family watches this video, so yeah, let's just skip that. But okay, are there things that you would want to try? You don't have to be specific. Yes, there are some things I would want to try. We can talk about it off camera. What about you? Okay, thank you so much for your questions. Okay, this is from Jennifer Hernandez. Do you plan on making YouTube a career and expanding, or is it just a hobby? For now, it's just a hobby. I mean, obviously you guys can see I have ads, so I am making, you know, a little bit of money. It's not a whole lot, but I am bringing an income in now from making videos. But you're not going to see me on here. If I don't want to film, I'm not going to film. So you're not going to see me on here on days when I don't want to be on here, because I just feel like it shows through on camera. And the day that it becomes a job, or I feel forced to have to make a video, that's when, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, that's when I'm not going to like it anymore. That's why I don't do a whole lot of collabs. There are people that have reached out to me to do collabs, and I just don't want... I will do them, you know, if I haven't done one in a while. But when I do a collab with somebody, like, I feel like I have to do it. And I like to do things on my terms, you know, like when I want to do it, what I want to eat, what I feel like eating, and film whatever I want to film, and post it whenever I want to post it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for now, it's just a hobby that I happen to make a little money from. Thank you so much for that question. That was a really good question. This is from Nikki Lay. How long have you and Jose been married? How many kids do you guys have? And what's both of your favorite comfort foods? So we already answered how long we've been married. 2.5 years. We have 2 kids, Sophia and Antonio. You've seen them before on our videos. They're actually going to be doing more videos because they're slowly starting to get into... I think they're getting into mukbanging. I don't know. I see Sophia liking it, but they have their own channels. So if they decide to do that on their own channels, then I'm supporting them 100%. And then what's both of your favorite comfort foods? Anything with cheese, like melted cheese, macaroni and cheese, grilled cheese, mozzarella sticks. I have like mussels stuck in my teeth.
For me, it changes.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on your mood, but... What's the first thing that comes to your head when you think comfort food?
Chilaquiles.
Yeah. Which I don't make very often. Potato tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. One is for Marie Mercure. I think I'm saying your last name right. Let me make sure we're still recording. If you would have another baby, what would be their name? Boy and girl. I'm gonna have some of this.
Usually I'd be a bigger fan of the crab, but all this other stuff has really great seasoning and flavor, so.
Yeah, the crab just kind of takes a back seat.
I think if you would have done the same with the shrimp with this, or like a garlic sauteed. Good.
It's good though.
Yeah, it is. It is. Kind of cleanses your palate a little bit.
So if I had another kid, if it was a boy, I'd name it... You see, I was going to say Elijah. I've always liked the name Elijah. But I feel like that's becoming like such a popular name. And I don't like to do what's I don't like to do what's popular when it comes to names. So, what would you have it be?
Oof.
These are pokey. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I would say like Emmanuel. That got in my hair. You just flicked it in my hair. I would say I would want to go like Emmanuel or like Benjamin. Don't know. And if it was a girl, I don't know. Just off the top of my head, Hope comes to mind. But, you know, if we really did get pregnant again, I would have many different options. But
yeah,
no more.
It's a tough one. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Leo?
That's what I wanted to name Tony, was Leo, but I don't know how I feel about it today. I like old school names today.
Me too.
Like Benjamin. Emmanuel's not really an old school name, but
I petitioned for Alexander for Tony.
You petitioned?
Remember?
No, you didn't.
I did too. Yeah.
I don't remember. I have a bad memory anyways. Question is from Elise Freebird. In the future, if you could do something adventurous or out of your comfort zone, what would it be? Wait, did she ask that last question? Well, I would skydive too. Because she said in my future I would love to skydive. I would skydive too. And you would fly a helicopter. This is from Eden Garcia. What is both of your dream vacation? A dream vacation? I would love, I think we did like just for me and you. But like as a family, a dream vacation. I think Australia. Going to Australia. Going to the outback. Safari. Wait, do they do safari hunts and stuff in Australia? I would like to go to Australia. What about you?
Yeah. The Galapagos.
The Galapagos?
Yeah.
Isn't that from the Discovery Channel or something?
Yeah. It is.
Alright, this is from Rosa Rodriguez. We had a friend named Rosa Rodriguez that we went to high school with.
Yeah.
I don't think this is her though. Her question is, she says she's a new subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm also a housewife. How do you not get bored being home? What are some things I can do so time can pass by quick? My husband leaves for work at 6 a.m. And the rest of the question is cut off. Sorry. Well, I make videos. Obviously, I don't do them every day. But I like to go shopping. Even if it's just like window shopping. I do a lot of my grocery shopping during the day when the kids are at school and Jose's at work. I clean the house. And I get caught up on YouTube videos. That's pretty much all I do during the day. Yeah, so I have about 6.5 hours to myself, unless he's home. But when he gets home, he likes to sleep because he works through the night and then comes home either early morning or afternoon. But the kids are at school for about 6.5 hours. So that gives me enough time to clean, maybe get dinner started or start preparing for dinner, and go grocery shopping, film a video, edit videos. I do stuff like that. I guess it's different when you're a YouTuber. So if you don't make videos, I mean, I don't know what else I would do if I didn't make videos. Some things to keep you busy. If you have friends, go out with friends. I don't have friends, so you guys are my friends, so I spend time with you guys by making videos. Can you add to that? Maybe not. Jose's getting seconds. I usually can chug this. It's so good.
And that's probably not the right combo for the meal, but we like it. So
It's like drinking punch.
yeah.
With just a little bit of alcohol. Because I don't think the percentage on this is very much. Marilyn Gonzalez. Biggest argument you've had with your husband? And more babies? At this time, no more babies. If Jose had it his way, I'd be pregnant. We'd have more kids.
Another 2 at least.
But we have a boy and a girl, and we're good.
Yeah.
We are good.
But never say never.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
And then biggest argument you've ever had?
We usually have dumb arguments.
Yeah.
They're like...
They resolve within like 5 minutes.
It's usually not intentional, but like I already know I'm gonna get a reaction, so it's usually stuff like that. I mean, we don't really argue like hardcore. I don't think I can recall. I think a lot has to do with we'll talk about like decisions, like big decisions, like purchases or even donations. You know, we'll talk about it first, and then we don't go out and just do whatever we want. I think that's why we're a big reason or a big part of why we don't argue hardcore. Yeah.
Well, I think the last one we had was when you wanted to quit your job. And I was like, you're not quitting your job. You have benefits. Everything's good. Everything's working out right now. And he's like, but honey, this and this and this and that. And I was still like, and he kept bringing it up and bringing it up. And then finally I was just like, okay, if it's what you want to do, but then do it. Like, don't even ask me about it because you already know how I feel. So if you're going to do it, just go and do it. And he went and did it, and we're better off because of it. So, that was, I mean, it wasn't that big of an argument. It was just kind of like a disagreement. But at the same time, like, who am I to say for you to stay at a place when you're the one that's physically having to do it? Yeah. I think I was looking at, like, the financial aspect of
Security.
Security.
Because all women want to feel secure. But
these are so good.
Yeah.
I wish I would have made more of those.
But I've always been the type of person that likes to move forward. And if I feel like I'm going backwards or I'm static, then I'm not comfortable. So
it's from Ocean Breeze ASMR. What is your husband's job? I don't think I've ever really mentioned what he does. You want to tell him?
Keep Angela happy.
Mm-hmm, that's right. Better. Happy wife, happy wife, happy life, right?
You say that for a reason.
He's a logistics coordinator. Is that what you said? From Steel Reserve. What's the most money you've spent at a restaurant for a mukbang, and was it worth the price? The most money we've spent, I think it was our it would either have to be the Dickey's barbecue or the Cheesecake Factory. I forget which one was the most, but I think the Cheesecake Factory. The Dickey's barbecue is actually really good though. Yeah. But for the price,
a lot of food.
It was a lot of food, but for the price, I don't think. I mean, it's high quality meat, no antibiotics, so I would say the Cheesecake Factory is a bit overpriced for. There are some things that are really good, but it's not something you can't find at someplace else. Their cheesecake is really good though. So I'd have to say Cheesecake Factory was not worth the money that we paid for it. Yeah. It was good. I just don't think it's worth the money. She asked another question. Were you born and raised in Oregon? How's your weather? And do you ever get scared you might choke while eating? I don't get scared that I might choke while eating. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a
joke,
a little jab or a little joke, but no, I don't get scared if I choke while eating. Maybe sometimes I don't, or it doesn't look like I thoroughly chew my food, but I do chew my food. Yeah. And were you born and raised in Oregon? Yes, I was. And how's your weather? Right now our weather is really cold at night, cold in the morning, and then it's warming up. It warms up. It's your typical fall weather. A little bit breezy, the sun's out, you wake up, there's fog, it's really cold, and then the fog burns off like midday. Yeah. Rainy in the spring, warm, hot in the summer. We've been getting snow every winter pretty much. From Ari Z's. If you had one thing left to do as a couple, what would you guys do? One thing left to do as a couple? That is a good question. I have no idea.
See it out.
I think we'd go like if we were gonna die. Is that what that means? Like if we had one thing left to do before we died as a couple, I would take one of those nice romantic vacations. I would blow up all the credit. Use all the credit, all the savings. Just blow everything. Well, then that wouldn't be fair because then we'd have to leave it for the kids.
I'll go on a cruise.
Really? That's basic. I don't know. If you had one thing left to do as a couple, what would you guys
hit the lottery? Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, but why would you go and gamble if you're gonna die? I mean, if you do win a lot of money. And if you don't, then you're screwed. Well, I guess not really if you're gonna die. I don't know. I think we would... One thing, I think we would just go to like our favorite spots. I don't know. Just make the most of it. Do whatever the heck we felt like in that moment. Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess. That was a hard question. Tanya K. Will you have another baby, and how old are you and your husband? We don't plan on having another baby, but if it happens, it happens. And I'm 32. You're 15. Just kidding. He says he's 15. It's like his favorite number, I guess. Yes. This butter is like cold. There's still meat there. Ocean Breeze ASMR. Do your kids play sports? Sophia plays volleyball. Tony likes basketball, but he's not on a team or anything. Which kid is a mama's kid and which is a daddy's kid? I think that's obvious. Tony is a mama's boy. Sophia is her daddy's little princess. Oh, and she gets so jealous. Like, if you and I are hugging or something, like, she wants to be part of that hug too. Yeah. How did you both know that you were meant to be? I don't know.
Like, I know when it hit me.
We were 8 months into the relationship before I told him I loved him. But then again, I was only like, what?
Yeah, but that's
16?
That's not when it like hit me. Like, oh, I don't want to lose Angela. I don't want to lose you. Was when we were finally 18. Or we're 18, and we were looking for our own places.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Same time.
And instead of moving out with roommates, we just decided that. Well, I knew then, like.
Because I was going to move with my aunt.
And your best friend, I think,
who's
was
the same age as me.
And your best friend was also looking for roommates or whatever.
Yeah?
I
I don't remember that.
And
I have a bad memory.
So that's when I was like, it's time to seal the deal or not. So
because, yeah, we had been through a lot. We were off and on.
Not a lot, but yeah.
Yeah. Some stuff happened. We broke up for a little bit. We got back together, and then shortly after that, I needed to move out. He needed to move out. He didn't really need to move out, but I told him I was moving out, and he's like, well, let's move out together.
Well, I was told to move out or pay rent. But I just ignored it. Gave my mom, $100 here, $50 there. Just kind of played it off. But, I mean, it was time. And that's when I knew.
I'd say that's a good question to leave it off with. That was actually the last question. But we, did a pretty good job.
Oh.
We ate a lot. There's still a lot left, though.
I envisioned us finishing it, but it's a lot of food.
Yeah, it is. Seafood is, light at first, but when you have it with butter and stuff. And then we have these that have the breading on them. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I would not be here at 10K if it wasn't for you guys. It's all because of you. I give all credit to you guys for sharing my videos, liking them, and actually watching my content and subscribing and just supporting me in general with your awesome comments. And you guys are always so nice to us. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.